Welcome to Buzz on Veterans. I'm your host, Chris Budihas, and joining me in the studio here is John Paul Kaczmar with VALOR Home Loans. John Paul, good to see you.
Good to see you, Colonel. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Out there losing some golf balls 2 weeks ago.
We're good at that. You and I.
I thought high scores win.
We need to get sponsored to get the free golf balls so we can send them right and left.
Yeah, exactly. We probably get sponsored by like a lawn care company based on the number of divots we left out there on the course.
That's true. Or a golf ball finding company. Is that a thing? I don't think so.
Yeah, well, it could be a thing.
Yeah, we'll start it up.
So let's, first of all, thanks for your service to the nation. So Air Force veteran.
Yes, sir.
And so your post-military journey, you started at VALOR Home Loans. So what is VALOR?
So Team VALOR Home Loans, we are a mortgage brokerage. Yeah. Our parent company is Edge Home Finance. They're the largest broker, second largest broker in the country. Yeah. They're the number one biggest VA home loan broker in the country. So we got on board with them because they afforded us the opportunity to provide the best lenders to all of our clients. Wow. And what it did for me personally was I didn't realize, I say this when I speak with people that are still in service or people that are transitioning out, you got to stay a part of the community. Yeah. And so what specializing in the VA home loan benefit has allowed me to do is to get back into my community, talk the talk, work with people that are still active duty, work with veterans, and it really has done good for I'd say my professional soul. Yeah,
absolutely, right? I mean, you by giving, you're getting, and then the biggest thing you buy probably in your lifetime, besides your spouse, in my case, is your home, right? So you want somebody you can trust, somebody you can communicate with, and then I think through our propensity for our military service, there's like a trust factor there, and we just build upon that through the relationship. So, so how long have you been in this space, and obviously you enjoy what you do?
Yeah, so we just passed year 5, 5-year anniversary. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. And so right now, are you concentrating in the local area? Are you national? Like, where are you at, and where do you expect to go, like in the next 5 years?
Yeah, sure. So started doing loans in Hawaii. So we still have our clients in Hawaii, and we're very fortunate. They recommend friends and family. So right now we're closing loans in Oregon, California, the state of Washington. Someone just reached out from North Carolina this morning. But we're here in Jacksonville, and while we're newer to Jacksonville, we are not new to the VA home loan benefit. And so
that's the most important thing.
Yeah, our primary focus is our community and our veterans here. We're not too far from NAS Jax. We're located in Fleming Island. I feel like every other person I meet out there is a veteran, right, and or retired. Obviously, both the same. So yeah, we're focusing our areas here.
I didn't know this, but Clay County, where you live at, I mean, it's the by ratio, it's the third highest density of veterans in the nation. So yeah,
in the nation,
which is gigantic, right? So, and then you look at Jacksonville with the 3 Navy, between Mayport, NAS Jax, and then Kings Bay on the other side of the river in Georgia. Yeah, it's gigantic, and then it's the Suncoast, so people want to move down here and be part of what's happening.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, that's good. So what sets you apart as a company?
Yeah, there's a couple things. I think first and foremost, being a veteran myself, I speak military, right? So when a client calls us up and they're talking about TLA and TLE and HHG and TDY
means,
and
right?
RNLTD and DROS, right? I know what that means. Right. You call somebody else up and they bust out their acronym dictionary, they're trying to figure it out. So talking military, I've been there, we've been there, we understand what it's like to live that lifestyle and to transition away from it. Yeah. The other thing is availability, okay? We all know the big VA players in the home mortgage space and the lending space. Yeah. The question is, if you have a question, like you alluded to on this huge purchase that's very stressful, is somebody going to answer you after 5, 6 p.m.? Is somebody going to answer you on the weekend? Yeah. We're available, right?
That's huge.
Yeah, and then I think the third thing is we're specialists in that we understand VA residual income calculation. And it is not uncommon for our client to come to us and to also maybe go to one of the bigger box lenders, and we will pre-approve them on average for twice what these other players are pre-approving. And that's because everyone is moving to software to do pre-approvals. We do everything manually still.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get probably a better understanding of where they're at and where they need to be and what they can purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, why try and fit a family that needs a 4-bedroom house into a 3-bedroom house because you don't know what you're doing as far as income calculation or debt analysis is concerned.
That's huge,
you know
right?
what I mean?
And then, yeah, I got a friend that works for JP Chase, and it was telling me just some of the scary statistics on people that are, spending 30% or more of combined income because them and their spouse are working on a mortgage.
Yeah.
And then if the economy continues to, hopefully it'll get better, but if it got worse, people at risk of bankruptcy, which would be scary, and they lose their home.
Yeah.
And you guys are, taking a risk, and then people can go in with a purchase with their eyes wide open, understand this is what I can afford, and this is the best thing I can do for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're talking off camera. You're talking to me about a form of a loan, or mortgage, where you pay off. You're paying towards your principal, but you get access to that money potentially in a crisis. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I like to say that we're mortgage brokers that try and help you get out of your mortgage, right? And so we work with anybody in all families, right? But again, specifically focus on the veteran and military community. And so we get veterans into homes, no down payment with their VA home loan benefit.
Yeah.
But then we're able to, because how many people can afford to put 5, 10, 20% down? It's not a lot of people, right?
No, it's not.
So then we offer a product called the all-in-one loan.
All-in-one.
And Edge Home Finance is the only broker in the country that offers this loan.
Okay.
And what it does is, for families and individuals that want to and can afford to aggressively pay down their principal, it helps them pay that principal off, all while maintaining access to every single dollar they put towards principal, right? So if you think about your traditional 30-year fixed VA loan, if I'm putting an additional $500 a month towards my principal, I don't have access to that money. I've got to go and get a secondary loan, a piggyback or a HELOC, right? Whereas this all-in-one, every single dollar you put in, if there's an emergency or if there's an investment opportunity or you got to help some family out, you have access to all that equity. And on average, the all-in-one client pays their home off in 10 years as opposed to 30. Yeah, it's a big deal.
That is gigantic. I didn't even know about it, and I appreciate you bringing that up to me, and we can obviously educate the rest of the nation on this.
Yeah.
So what's your one piece of advice you'd like to give folks in the service that are looking to separate, for them to consider as they take a look at their separation?
Yeah, I would say that the most important thing is stay involved in your military community, right? Not all of us went in saluting the flag as we walked into MEPS, right? I'll be frank with you. I went in so I could get college paid. But along the way, I came to fall in love with my country, and I became a patriot. And you become military, and that's a part of you that you're never going to leave behind. And it's a part of you that there's only certain people that you can connect with in that element of your identity, right? Like you and I coming together immediately on a golf course, and so stay involved in your military community 100%. Volunteer, become a part of veterans groups. There's so many veterans groups in Jacksonville. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable opportunity, right? You're gonna run out of time before you run out of groups that you can want to work with. There's so many good ones too. And then, we're helping veterans in need, but not all of them. If you feel like, hey, I want to do something different, there's so many other opportunities that be plugged in. And then, it's it's kind of good for your mental health, to kind of keep you, focused with some other folks. And, oh, by the way, you're probably, your relationship with them is helping them out more than it's helping you out in some cases. So that's beautiful. I appreciate you bringing it up. Well, thanks for coming in, John Paul.
Yes, sir.
And thanks for your service to the nation.
Likewise.
So we're going to take your information for the company. How do we find Team VALOR Home Loans?
Yep. www.teamvalorhomeloans.com. Yep. We've got
what we'll do is we'll take that information. We'll hang it on our show notes. We'll actually obviously have you listed there in our show notes too, so people can connect with you on LinkedIn and other social media, so we can help, grow this opportunity for people to get, first-class service with their mortgage.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Appreciate that.
Hey, folks, you like what you heard? Please share us. Connect with us on LinkedIn. Take a look at our show notes. Take a look. You need a home loan, or just as important, share with your friends and family members who are looking to make that big purchase as the interest rates go down with Team VALOR. So. Again, connect with us, and we'll see you in our next segment. And lastly, live with the gratitude.
Operation Barnabas is a veterans ministry, started in 2017 with the purpose of helping our veterans that kind of got left behind, and they've struggled with addictions, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, those kind of things, helping them get whole again through one-to-one mentorship.
Being able to communicate with them and help them can drastically change their life, can drastically change a family's life. The little that we can do is put our hand out and say, hey, do you want a hand up?